So an internet network that brings a large population to a common platform. Okay. See, Amazon also gets a large population to its platform, but that's not a social media network. Why? So we will be able to understand that here, mainly on the World Wide Web, to create, consume, and engage with the content and share information or content with a large group of platform users or individuals with the defined objective or goal is considered as social media platform. See, Amazon doesn't allow people to group and post or share the content whatever they need. It's a marketplace where people can explore the products and purchase the products. So this way, millions of websites on the internet, or maybe thousands or hundreds of websites, has traffic, has visitors, but none of these can be called as social media platforms purely because they are not meant for creating, consuming, engaging, and sharing or interacting, uh, forming the groups, right? So any platform that satisfies that criteria, okay, builds their own fan base. So we have missed out on that as well. Defined objective or goal, uh, to create, consume, engage, and share content or information with a large group of platform users or individuals with a defined goal or objective is considered as a social media platform. Large group of platform users or their followers or subscribers subscriber bases, or any individual with a defined any individual with a defined objective or goal is considered as a social media platform. And here are some examples of popular social media platforms in India. Okay, and there are many other platforms on the internet. Okay, the above mentioned platforms are the most popular with large user base. Okay, anytime anytime any new platform might emerge with a good audience base. Okay, okay, so we understood what is social media platform. So how can we reap benefits from these platforms, or what is the purpose of being on social media platform? What is the benefit? What we can reap? What one can reap? What can we reap benefits? Yeah, what kind of benefits actually? Reap from these platforms, or what is the purpose of being on social media platforms? See, the main goal anybody has to make presence on social media platform is, number one, is to build their own build their own audience audience base or followers, so that they can promote their products or services, or with their or they can monetize the engagement or viewership. You understood what it is? So is to build their own audience base or followers, so that they can promote their products or services, or they can monetize the engagement or viewership. Okay, so monetizing, see, audience base, once they have huge number of followers, they can start promoting their products and services, and that's how they can reap. So promoting the products and services can is usually a goal or objective for businesses. Okay, so individuals can review or endorse or influence people and sell the products or services, and they can monetize or charge the businesses or individuals for the contribution made. Okay, so individuals or businesses can monetize for the ads and make revenue. Okay, so these are the different goals. Okay, so yeah, self branding or business branding is another objective or benefit people or businesses can reap from the platforms. Okay, that's all, right? These are the main objectives: promoting the products and services. Promoting the products and services usually a goal or objective for businesses or so personal branding. It's not self branding. Personal branding. So personal branding, you as a person will build identity for yourself on social media platforms. So for example, there is a person called Kaga Pratap. You know, uh, many people, like for example, they're just popular on social media platforms. I don't remember or unable to recall the names. So you can use social media platforms and grow as a popular person on the platforms. You won't be a celebrity, you won't be on TV channels, but just by using social media platforms, maybe some influencers, Instagram influencers that you are following, probably the complete state or the complete country might be knowing about them as the popular person. The main goal is personal branding. So they should be known to everybody. That's the main goal. That's personal branding. And for that, what will they do? They produce content. They will make presence on social media platform. They use social media platforms for personal branding. How will you become a brand ambassador? For example, you take any celebrity. How did they become brand ambassadors? Because they have acted in multiple movies and they got to know to people. Correct? Literally, for example, Rajnikant, Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan. Right? Many other celebrities are known by many people. How did people get to know? The number of movies, somehow they made their presence. They used movie platform, they used the studios, they used cinema industry as the platform to build their identity or brand. Correct? Same way now, if you want to build your brand or identity, you don't need a cinema industry. You can build your brand using social media platforms. You can build your identity or branding using social media platforms. That is personal branding or self branding or personal branding. And the business is branding same way. Instead of person here, the business name will be branded. The identity for the business, the recognition for the business, right? Understood? So this is one of the major goal why people are making presence on social media platforms, or that's how they are using the social media platforms. Correct? Correct? Right, perfect. So we understood how can they benefit from social. We understood the definition. We understood how can they benefit from social media platforms. But it is not that simple. So personal branding, what should they do? How can they promote products? Correct? They cannot just do it like that. Individuals can review, endorse, or influence people. Individuals, maybe the brand ambassadors or influencers. Correct? Individuals or business can monetize for ads and make revenue. Okay. One example for business branding. For businesses branding. Okay. So So, for example, let's take example of Kantra Foods. So let's assume nobody knows about Kantra Foods. So Kantra Foods will start creating a profile on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and start speaking every day about the health benefits or home remedies for some other ailments, issues, or whatsoever it is, right? And eventually, everybody gets to know about it, correct? And this is all done by a company, correct? That's the brand, the business branding, correct? They made the presence and they became a brand in the market. Now, instead of this, see, branding can be in different ways. So, branding, for example, URP, your name or your company name will be taken on TV channel again and again, correct? Again and again, let's say Britannia, Britannia, Britannia. That's a branding activity. So, making everybody know about that name or about that person through ads is also a branding activity. Now, instead of the name being spelled in TV channels again and again, you are doing it in a different method or a way using social media platforms where you are making presence with information. They are making presence with the products. They are making presence with some messaging or product or something. And you all got to know Britannia, correct? Same way now an individual or a company can make presence on social media platforms. On social media platforms also it can be promotional ad every time or it can be some information, but somehow they are making presence. That is the business branding. A business makes the presence instead of an individual, correct? Personal branding also exactly the same. A person comes to the social media platform and you start speaking something, and it can be promotional content also, correct? Correct? Correct. So how can someone achieve all this above goals, all this goals successfully? Correct? Any idea how can someone achieve all this above goals successfully? All this above goals successfully. Achieve all this above goals successfully. Anybody? Any idea? Like big firms. How can someone achieve the business, someone or business achieve all of these above goals? What are the above goals? Promoting the products. Individuals can make revenue, correct? Promote the brands and make the revenue. They can monetize through ads, right? Personal branding. How can someone achieve all of this? Number one, by creating their own user base or fan base or content consumers or admirers, correct? By creating their own user base or fan base or consumer base or admirers in very large scale, correct? If they are doing this, they can achieve those above benefits, right? By producing high quality content regularly, a fan base can be grown. Is it correct? By producing high quality content regularly, a fan base can be grown, and that in turn helps achieve the above objectives. Correct? Okay. So now the biggest question is, what is a quality content? Quality. I mean, it's not just quality and engaging content. Quality and engaging content. What is quality and engaging content? And engaging content, and how can engaging content, and how can it be produced? What is quality and engaging content?
Is how can some business achieve all these above goals successfully? Can you relate any of this your clients?
How can some business achieve all of this above goals successfully? See, for this, I'm just telling that by doing this, and now how to do this, what to do this, will give you the example of businesses.
Can you
So,
take
what
the
is,
example of
yes,
learn
yes,
and
yes,
train for this?
yes, yes, we will take the example of learning, right? What is quality and engaging content, and how can it be produced? Okay, we'll take example of learn and train. I actually want to take one example that becomes easier. Okay. Okay, so here, how can someone achieve business, achieve someone or business achieve all the above goals mentioned? Deeper understanding of the product and its audiences is super important to achieve the goals. Okay, that's the primary thing in fact. So, what is quality content? Quality and engaging content. Any piece of information presented beautifully, or instead of beautifully, we can use, yeah, beautifully should be fine, admire, entice. Any piece of content, any piece of content, any piece of information that is highly valuable or useful for the target audiences, presented beautifully, and can grab their attention, and provokes them to either grab their attention or provokes them to either like, comment, share, or subscribe to the content, makes it an quality and engaging content. Any piece of information that is highly valuable or useful for the target audiences, presented beautifully and can grab their attention or provokes them to either like, comment, share, or subscribe to the content, that subscribe makes it an quality and engaging content. Okay, so the content can be in the form of text, image, or video. Okay, so the video content will have better engagement than that of other two types of contents. Huh? Than that of text and image. Okay, any piece of content that can connect with the audiences emotionally or controversial has good chances of traction and engagement. Okay,
Traction or attraction?
traction.
Traction is
I got traction of 10,000 people. Traction is making them to listen to me. I haven't still attracted them. Understood the difference between traction and attraction. So traction is I made them to come to this event, but I haven't attracted. I made them to listen to me, but I haven't attracted yet. So I got a traction of 1,000 people, but of which only 500 people got attracted. Okay. Okay. So what is quality and engaging content? So here are a few details about. Okay. You understood what is quality and engaging content now. Okay. Okay. So how can an individual or businesses produce quality and engaging content? Okay. How can an individual or business produce quality and engaging content? We understood quality content. What is the meaning of quality content? What is the meaning of engaging content? Now, how can we produce it? So, in order to produce, mm, you have to uh, the following steps would help to produce the quality and engaging content. To understand better, let's take an example of a business. Okay. Okay. So, thumb rule, social media, social media platforms are mainly meant to build audience or fans base and then meant to build the audience or fans base and not for the mainly meant for audience and fan base and in turn reap the benefits or outcomes and it's never the other way round. For example, people register and register on social media platforms and start promoting their product. For example or maybe example of wrong practices. Okay, so people register on social media platforms and start promoting the product. This will never build any kind of visibility for their product. This is similar to a person speaking in a empty hall about a product or service, or a person promoting product or service. Okay, this is example. This example is enough. Empty all about a product or service. Okay, and another people register on social media. People register. I had a very good example. People register on examples of wrong practices. People register on social media platforms and start. Yeah, people register on social media platforms and try to make money by registering for monetization, for ad revenue monetization. This is also completely wrong. Can that happen? So can you open an account on Instagram or a Facebook or a LinkedIn or YouTube, and can you start making money from day one? That's a wrong thing. So people have that wrong assumption. I will open an account today and I'll start making money. Okay. So people, these two examples are enough. Examples of examples of good practices. Okay. Number one, a business understands their target audiences and produces an high quality, valuable information and tries to grab their attention. Or maybe I'll put it in a different way. A business understands the target audiences and focuses on the information and focuses on creating value for them so that they subscribe to the channel or pages. And then in course of time, once the channel grows, they could prioritize, they could promote their products, okay, with just 10% promotional content and 90% of the times non-promotional non-promotional value created to the target audience, right? The takeaway is always focus on growing the channel or followers or subscribers or likes or or fan base and not on monetary benefits or are not directly on achieving the goals. The not on directly. Always focus on growing the channel or followers or subscribers or likes of fan base, and this in turn can help achieve your goal. Is this all clear? Okay. So the business that we're going to take is
The takeaway from business
huh?
the takeaways.
The takeaway is from these points. So about the good practice and best practices that you understand. Always your focus has to be on growing the channels, and that in turn can help people achieve their goals, and never focus on outcome and the so that's achievable. That's enough. Otherwise, it will be confusing. Achieve their goals. Okay. Okay. Learn and Thrive is a training company. So case study. Case study. Learn and Thrive is a training company which has to grow their fan base on all social media platforms. Okay. Okay. So understanding. Okay. Now maybe I'm sort of understanding target, defining target audiences. I'll give the definitions. Defining the target audiences. Right. Any person who is any person whose demographics suits with your target or suits uh, with the demographics of your product or service buyer. Correct? Any person. See, this is how you have to define your target audience. You cannot see any person whose demographics suits with the demographics of your product or service buyer. Okay. So now let's define the product or service buyers. Okay. So now, even before that, we will understand more about the business. The company which has grown there is a trading company which has case study of learn and thrive. Okay. So here, learn and thrive is a trading company which has to learn and thrive is a trading company which provides training. See, without understanding what they do, you can never define the target audience. Without defining the target audience, their target audience, you can never plan a proper content on social media for those target audience. Learn and Thrive is a training company which provides training on job oriented courses and certification certification courses for professionals working for uh, professionals working courses for working professionals from any part of the globe. So Learn and Thrive is a training company which provides training on job-oriented courses for job seekers or job seekers and certification courses for working professionals from any part of the globe. So, from any part of the globe indicates that they can grow audience base from any part of the globe. The social media audiences are not only from India or only from Qatar or only from Middle East or European countries or Western countries. Okay, so they can grow audience base from any part of the globe, right? If they have to produce a content that's been liked by all these regions, correct? Correct. So now, if you are writing always a specific type of content, so for example, let's say you will get a celebrity speaking about your product or service, or let's say you are getting an Indian face producing certain kind of content for your business. So this Indian face has more chances of grabbing attention of only Indians. So if your business page is always getting a person from European country has more chances of now face or language. Let's say people speaking in European one of the European languages such as Spanish, French, Spain, right? Spanish or French or maybe any other language from those parts. So the people from those regions would get attracted to it, and you would get the fan base accordingly, right? So now there is I mean, like people need a deeper understanding on all this. So global, when you have especially the global audiences, when businesses make global presence, and when they need people from global any part of the globe, right? So it cannot be done in the regular way. It needs a deeper understanding of everything that they do and everything they strategize. They need to have a proper and the right mindset in working while they work towards the content, any part of the globe. Okay, so this indicates the content produced has to grab attention of all the audiences across the globe and not any one specific region, language, ethnicity, or group. Okay, so the stats, the it also indicates the target audiences can be of any gender, correct? I'm not selling lipsticks. We are not selling lipsticks, correct, to have only female, or I'm not selling only football to have only male, right? It also indicates the target audience can be of any gender. Okay, so for the job oriented courses, there can be audiences of any age group, but then majority of them falls into the age group of between 21 to 30. People, there will be people after 40 also they'll be taking job oriented courses. But what is your big chunk? That's why if you carefully observe for the job oriented courses, there can be audiences of any age group. But then majority of them falls into the age group between 21 to 30, and in the descending order for various other age groups, right? Now 30 to 35, 30 to 40 also might register for the training program, but your bigger check is 21 to 30, right? For the professional courses, there can be audiences of any age group. See, this understanding will be super useful to run the ads as well of any age group. But then the majority of them falls into the age group between 35 to 45, and in the descending order for rest of the age groups. Okay, gender is not an issue. So this is how we have to crack down the audience base. And sometimes this could be very easy for some businesses, but that doesn't mean you can produce any type of content. Just because we sell football and we cannot think that everybody, just because we sell grocery, we cannot think that everybody eats and everybody can grab. No. So everybody could be your audience, but then the type of content that you have to produce varies. Just because everybody is your audience, you cannot start speaking about sports. You cannot start speaking about politics. Correct? It has to be something that's related to your products or services, but not a promotional content, right? So we are going to do that as well. Okay, right? And what else? uh, it also indicates it also indicates that we have written content published to grab attention audience across the globe. Yes, right, we have already written that. Should not be for any language group or ethnicity, right? Not for one specific ethnicity. Okay, ethnicity or group. If at all, if you want to segregate for one specific language group, region, ethnicity, you have to build separate pages for each of them and post the respective type of content. So people don't understand this and they just keep posting just because they will tell, no, 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 my audience belongs to all the regions. Why are you posting only related to USA? You can speak about India, you can speak about Middle East, you can speak about any continent, any country, right? And they'll be always speaking in one specific language and they expect audience to be growing in other countries as well. It don't happen. If I'm always speaking in Kannada or in Telugu, I cannot expect now North Indians to be liking my content or posts, correct? And moreover, if I am doing it, people might hate though I am a product or a business selling in other regions also, correct? You should never do it, correct? So no, 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 I sell it in all the regions, I'll start posting content in all the languages. Will you be able to manage this conflict with the understanding or thinking? The moment, say you might post a specific language more number of times, correct? And that might create negativity amongst other group of audiences. People might unfollow you or may not encourage your content, may not like the content. So we were taking another, yesterday we were discussing the one of the YouTube page for which they have put explicitly about their services and they were expecting the complete Karnataka people to like it. It don't happen. Or they were expecting the complete audience base to come from across the globe or across the country. It won't happen. They are doing it in all Kannada languages, only Kannada language, and the channel is named that as we are only Kannada. See, naming Kannada and trying to grab attention of only Kannada audiences is fine, but are you really producing content that's needed for all Kannada audiences? No. If you are speaking only related to females, let's assume, or only related to males, only the respective audience's attention will be grabbed. See, basically, they have narrowed out down it to at such a level that shouldn't be happening. If your main goal is to grow audience base, correct? See, narrowing it down is again to uh, should happen for quality. See, narrow it down sometimes can be really negative when the content produced and when the objective are not syncing. It has to be aligned with the objective and the content produced. Otherwise, that will be a disaster. Okay, right. So, yeah, this is the content. Okay. So now I have to grow the audience base. Okay. So now cracking, or maybe I'll put it this way. So what I'll do is, yeah, understand. So on understanding audiences, just alright, just understanding the target audiences not enough. You may have to understand what interests them, connects with them, engages engages them. Okay, correct. This is very important. Just knowing that they're all between the age group of 21 to 30 is not enough. Okay, I would say this is 21 to 25. Correct. Just understanding the target audience is not enough. You may have to understand what interests them, connects with them, engages them. Okay. So, for example, okay. So now, job oriented. Okay. So when it's just example of job oriented courses. Okay. Now what we'll do, as per above details, they fall in the age group of 20 to 25 and are of all genders and can be from any part of the world. Correct. If you are a company incompetent to train in this point have to be put above, I guess, train in other languages, you may have to restrict building audiences from those respective regions. Okay, but this point, job related courses. Okay, so now we should focus on what interests them, connects with them, and engages with them. Okay, okay, so okay, creating of Example of creating an interest for audiences pertaining job oriented courses. Creating an interest. Okay. So the age group is going through the following stages. Okay. So not having a job, struggling. So not having a job or struggling to find a job, correct? In their final year of college and struggling with the scores or grades, correct? Okay. About to make a switch in their lifestyle from not making money to making money, correct? Correct. And moving to different cities or regions to build their career or to learn new skills, right? Understanding what's best for them. This way, so when you start thinking like this, you'll be able to come up with a lot many things that they are going through. Okay, so humiliation from family and relation about building their careers, correct? And financial struggles to in the process of building their careers. So somewhere we have written struggling to in the final year of college, struggling with the scores, grades, backlogs, etc. Correct? Maybe love life too. Okay. I'll tell you how it can be connected or related. Okay. How that helps in understanding all this, how they are going to help us to develop a content. Okay.
How like it improves or it makes?
I'll tell you. The age group, the demographics is going through the following steps. It's not age group. The age groups are okay. The age groups instead of age group, we have to call it as demographics. The targeted demographics is going through the following stages, and then what else? Struggling to find a job in their final year of college and struggling with the scores, grades, backlogs, etc. About to make a switch in their lifestyle from not making money to making money, moving, new habits or new habits, okay, new habits not needed, humiliation. These are the main things, the 8 things which we have written. Financial struggles in the process of building their careers, or maybe addicts or habits also. Okay, and then what else? What else? Maybe comparisons with friends and their progress. They go through all of this, right, in this age group, you know, comparison with their friends and their careers or progress. Huh?
Friends, cousins.
Friends, careers or progress, friends or relatives. And this happens in any stage of the life for everybody, I guess. But let's say, because when it comes to job stage is the only stage where comparison will be very high. They got job, they are working, they are doing that, they are doing this, correct? That is another important. Okay, so there could be hundreds like this if we could start identifying. Okay, so let's assume these are all the top. Okay, so now a person gets connected. See, if we have to look into it above, we have written a person gets connected only when we. I mean, a person starts admiring us only when we connect with them. Okay, so let's assume now. So based on the above struggles, based on the uh, above based on these are not called as struggles. The target demographics is going through the following stages. Based on the above stages, the content can be planned, can be the most admired by them. Number one, a video demonstrating the discrimination in the interviews. A video demonstrating the insults or humiliation a college passed out goes through if they haven't acquired acquired any job. Okay, a person who a video demonstrating a topic instead of video or content, maybe it's not video actually, a topic about how someone's mm, marks impacted their placements. What all people do to acquire, the struggles that they go through, video or topic, maybe I'll put video only. Video demonstrating how can they overcome how can they overcome, how can they clear interview. It's not just about speaking their problems and correcting solutions. Okay, the content can be the content can be planned of two types. One is speaking about the problems, and the other one can be solutions. Okay, the solution has a potential to sell the product or service as well. Okay, uh, service as well. The solution type of content and the problem, it's not problem, it's a fact, and the fact type of content. Type of content will have different kinds of traction and engagement. Okay, based on the study of the metrics, the content can be planned accordingly. Okay, the facts of problems. So, for each of this, understanding what's best for them, there will be a video. People do that humiliation from family, a video demonstrating parents scolding them and other parents appreciating their kids for the job, something, a video. So, what happens when you do these kinds of videos? So, they connect with them. The stories. See, you have to be like a director, story writer, and director. See, any movie that's taken will have so much of planning, right? See, there was an era, a certain group of story writers and the directors, they used to make only love stories. They understood that these kinds of stories can grab attention of every kind of audiences. Okay, and there are movies, certain kinds of movies which will not have any of these things, or maybe less stress on those things, and still they will be super hit. For them, the kind of audiences is different. So exactly, a social media content developer, a social media marketer has to think of this. A social media marketer has to put himself in the situation of a story writer and director. Okay, so how to direct? What kind of content will be good? What kind of content can grab the attention? Right. So now, love life. Somebody who is getting good marks, good studying well, or getting job, his love life will be comparatively better, and others may abandon them. Correct. So addicts are habits. How addicts are habits spoiling people. If they have gone through it, they will definitely connect with it. Correct. So this way we can do a lot of things, right? We'll discuss producing those types of content stories as well in the coming class.